The Knicks, ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage, coming into the building earlier tonight. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Friday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And with tip-off coming right up, we've got just enough time to hear from the sideline. Allie, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. Julius Randle became an all-star in New York, but it was back in New Orleans that he found his stroke. The coaches told him, let it fly, and he said, quote, that's all I needed to hear. This league is about opportunity, confidence, and mindset. Those things came in all at once in New Orleans, and I was able to build on that. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that had some turnover or a coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. Fultz and Suggs team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero at the forward slots. And it's Bamba in at the center position. And for New York, at the 4 and the 5, it's Randle and Robinson. Derrick Rose is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Barrett in at the 3. Pass to Banchero, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you. And for Jalen Suggs, the shot is a work in progress still. His form is mostly fine, but execution and decision-making needs to improve.
Off target from outside. Rose with it. Fultz picks him up. That one goes in.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And Suggs had a rough year shooting as a rookie, Grant.
He really did. I mean, played too fast at times. The shot will come as he slows his game down. Still, he has great upside, but must get his shot on track.
The 3, Barrett. Sends it home from three-point land.
Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Banchero. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. From deep three-point range, Brunson misses. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Banchero from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Barrett can't hit. Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Wagner outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here's Fultz. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Drains the triple. Banchero's got 5 points.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Randle, good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Bamba. Randle pulls down the board.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Rose. Off with the layup.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Magic up 2. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
And your Knicks City Kid. Here comes your Knicks City action.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Gary Harris out there with Anthony. And it's Ross in at the 3 slot.
And Evan Fournier is the longest tenured NBA player out of France. There were 10 French-born players during the 21-22 season. And they're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Shot is good by Barrett. Barrett's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Barrett getting down low doesn't mean he can't be aggressive. He was on that play.
And Fournier from France, one of the countries on the rise in the basketball world, Grant.
No question. I mean, Canada has become a clear number 2 to the U.S. Then it's France, Australia, Germany with lots of guys in the league. Evan Fournier, a big reason we'll see more Frenchmen.
And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. And we're not even in the second half.
Now here's Anthony. He picked up 10 in his last game. Isaac for 3. Quickly with a rebound. The Knicks with the lead. Barrett with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Stolen by Ross. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
So for the Knicks, Julius Randle's checked in for Hartenstein, and Brunson is subbed in for Barrett. Okiki's checked in for Orlando. Quickly passes to Brunson, over Harris, and there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist by Quickly.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Floats one, stolen by Quickly. Harris against Toppin. Over Harris, and he can't bank that one in.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And that one's good. Quickly's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Now, the man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Okiki. Launches the 3. Nails it from 3. Okiki's got his first 3 points of the game. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
The strength and the quickness, and now the confidence coming along as Randle's able to score.
From deep. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Magic, up 2. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings. And for those teams at the top of the standings, potential home court implications.
Always important. Those implications can mean a deep run or a trip to Cancun.
Why can't you do both?
I think in your career you have. And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
They did a great job in transition, getting the ball up court before the defense could set. Those are easy buckets.
This is the kind of game I enjoy playing in. Remember Mad Max? He and I would kill in a game like this.
Oh, Kenny, nobody remembers 50 years ago.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Derrick Rose is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now.
This might make you feel old, but Derrick Rose won his MVP over a decade ago, the 2011 season. Whew, that was something special.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Rose. Three-pointer. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Rose has got 5 points in the quarter.
And at the arc, Rose definitely picks his battles, but when he sees his chance, he knocks it down.
Fultz is good. D. Rose in 2011. MVP for his hometown team, the Chicago Bulls.
And what a year. Top 10 in scoring and assists. He just won that vote in a landslide. That Bulls team winning 62 games, and it beat up on a loaded Eastern Conference. It was LeBron's first Miami season. Boston still had the big 3. Derrick Rose was getting it done.
Now here's Fultz. Over Rose. Here's Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Ross, he's checked in for Orlando. Hampton comes in for Fultz. New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Brunson passes to Barrett. Rebounded by Suggs.
That's got to frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
New York trailing. Wagner with a steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Dives for it. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brunson, and it's rejected. Pass to Hampton. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by New York.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Good work there as it goes. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Another assist in the career of D. Rose.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
Here's Banchero. Not going to go that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. And he makes it. And it's a 3-point New York lead.
They've toned down their 3-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to Hampton. Here's Suggs. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Banchero. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
So both teams changing it up here, and so he hits both. game we've got going. It's the Knicks. They're up by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
You got to make hustle plays. Be first to the floor. Rebound the ball and run. Rebound the ball and run. Let's get to the line. Cut hard so we get fouled on our cut.
Coach Thibodeau, you know he's always going to demand aggressiveness.
Yeah, but you get why, though. The little hustle plays make a big difference in these close games.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Magic, Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Gary Harris out there with Anthony, and it's Okeke in at the small forward position.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Here's Harris. The Knicks making their last shot. To the wing, right side. No good. Randall with some nice D. New York has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Toppin. And that one drops. Toppin's got his first 2 points of the night.
Good job from Toppin, just completing a play that time through contact.
Timeout called, the Magic. For the Knicks, Robinson comes in for Toppin, and Brunson is subbed in for Fournier. And the Magic making a change here, and let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. This is anyone's game, so he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Barrett over Wagner, and it's New York with another.
Really good focus from RJ there. I think that improves his percentages.
37-32.
Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bamba. Unloads from 13. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Knicks have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Randall. And he gets that one. And it's a 7-point New York lead.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Here's Suggs. Carter, a screen on Brunson. Here's Bamba. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And Caro's checked in for Orlando. Bamba hits them both.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
And the Knicks call time here. They're leading by 5. 1:10 left in the game. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Quickly. Banked it in off the glass.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Suggs. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
The 3, Barrett buries it from 3.
I mean, just a string of terrific shots. I mean, this team is on fire.
51 seconds left to play in the fourth. Now to Anthony. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
To the left wing. 3-pointer, Anthony. And it's Brunson with the rebound. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Here's Randall. Another one falls for New York.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point in the competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Robinson in the post, working on Anthony. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony.
substitution on the court.
Here's Fournier. Releases from the wing and drills it.
An impressive job by this team. You really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
We can't wait to see.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, R.J. Barrett.